wrote you a symphony just to say how much you mean to me.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Nia Small video. And this video is so long awaited, so I know what I'm saying, I know this video is long awaited, so let's go ahead and get right into it. This is going to be my story time with an A-list rapper, okay? So I'm going to insert all of the is this like a little tilt? Okay, y'all, sorry if that first clip was like a little tilted. I had to like get in there and fix it. But you guys, I'm gonna insert all of the screenshots. So I'm just gonna go really down the screenshots and just read it to you guys, okay? Instagram is down right now. Yeah, I'm so mad because I just went in my phone and none of the messages are there. So I did break my phone and I had to get a new one, but I thought it should be backed up, right? The fuck? I guess it didn't back up the messages. Like for none of my people. Like, wait a minute. There you go. I have screenshots of the phone calls, but I don't have like the messages. Oh my gosh, y'all, my phone. All I have is the Instagram DMs. I don't have the text messages, so I'm gonna have to remember it like off the top of my head, which I can't remember like verbatim, but I'm gonna try. All right, y'all. So apparently the message thread is gone out of my phone. Okay, I guess somewhere along the lines where I had to get my phone fixed and backed up twice for breaking it. Them screenshots of the messages, so and the message thread is like tarnished. Don't know why. Whatever. So yes, all of this started and took place in May 2020. So I was like fresh out of a relationship, starting back like uploading video, well, trying to get back into uploading videos, because prior to that I was like making videos with my ex. And then when I, went back home, start staying back at home, I was like, okay, I gotta do something for content because it's not giving. So again, May 2020, everybody was on like quarantine for real. Everybody was in the house for real. It wasn't really nothing going on. So I slid into my favorite rapper at the time. I just slid into his DM, and I'll put the DM on the screen, but I slid into his DM, and y'all, Instagram is down right now, so I'm gonna put the DMs on the screen, but if it's saying something like different than what I'm saying, just know I'm trying to summarize it without being able to look at it, because Instagram is down right now. So yeah, I slid into his DM because he's like my favorite rapper, and I know he live in my city, so I'm like, shit. Honestly, y'all, I just be doing stuff. I don't even be thinking these people gonna, respond, because they got like millions and millions of followers. So I slid into his DM. I was like, I slid into his DM and I was trying to do like a YouTube video. I don't know what made me like reach out to him to do a YouTube video, but this is around the time where I was thinking like about collabing with people. Why did I jump out the gym and reach out to an A-list rapper about doing a YouTube collab? I have no idea, but I did. And I reached out to him about doing a video, and he just liked the message. And when he liked the message, y'all, I was like, oh my gosh, because he liked the message like within 24 hours of me sending it. And I'm like, why he just like the message? So I let a few hours go by, and I'm like, why you just like the message? Respond. Like, don't be, I'm asking you to do a video, don't just like it, you know what I'm saying? Respond, say yes or no. Oh God, just went cross-eyed. Just say like yes or no. So yeah, he just liked the message, and then I responded again. I'm like, you gonna respond? You know what I'm saying? And he was like, I don't do YouTube videos. And at this point, I'm just kind of like blushing, because I'm like, first of all, you got millions and millions of followers, and you responded to me, and we finna have a conversation. But at that moment, I was like freaking out, and he was like, I don't do no YouTube videos, like with the laugh emoji. And I'm like, come on, just do it. We could do a mukbang or whatever. And he didn't know what no mukbang was. He was like, what is that? And I'm like, it's like an eating video. Like, I'll cook the food, we'll eat, talk in front of the camera, you know what I'm saying? But he still was like adamant, like, I don't do no YouTube videos. So then I don't know if this was the part where I start getting into like how I like know him for real. So a few years ago, I used to work at a real estate brokerage, and I was a listing coordinator. And so the real estate brokerage that I worked for, the specific broker that I worked for, she was like a top broker in Atlanta. So she worked with a lot of famous clients. Like she worked with Cardi B and Offset, and the list goes on. So his name came across my desk one morning because, again, I was a listing coordinator, so I worked with all of the listings that we have, and I had to, you know, do different things for the buyers and sellers that we had. So his name came across my desk one day. She was like, Nia, one of the things I did in my position there was whenever we have a closing, I have to go get their picture, go to Publix. Well, not Publix, at the time we were going to a different place, but go to the cake shop, take the picture or whatever to the cake shop, and get the cake made for their closing. It was their closing cake. So his name came across my desk, and she was like, we got to go get so and so cakes made for his closing. So, and also another thing I had to do was input like all their information in, so bank information, credit card debit card statements, all their personal information. I had to keep it stored in my files. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is so and so. Wow, that's amazing. So got his cake made, whatever. Now going back to the story, this is how I tried to like squeeze it in, like I know you. So yeah, I'm like, do the video. He like, nah, do a YouTube video. I'm like, yo, I used to work for so and so, and I did you, like, you know, send your closing cake. He like, yo, that's crazy. And so then he sends me a video, and I think he unsends. Yeah, he sends me a video, right? And then before I could look at it, he unsends it. And I'm like, what the hell was you gonna send? Why you unsend it? It was a video. And so he's like, nah, I ain't even gonna send you that. I'm like, you're not even gonna send me what? So mind you, I'm asking him to do a video, like, do this video. He like, nah. And I'm like, okay, I know you from so and so. And then he sends a video, unsends it, and then I'm like, what was I messaged him like, what was that? And he like, nah, I ain't even gonna send that. And I'm like, what was it? He like, you don't even want to know. So at that point, I kind of figured like it was like a dick pic or a dick video or something like that. So I'm like, all right, back to the video now. You want to do it, the mukbang, I'll cook, whatever. So y'all, again, I'm trying to like brainstorm, but y'all can see the messages. At this point, I'm thinking like he's starting to agree to it, because he was like, all right, what's your number or something. Is it the part, I don't know, y'all looking at it. I think he was like, what's your number? So I gave him my number. I'm like, yeah, he gonna do the video. I'm gonna come, we're gonna do a seafood boil. I'm gonna cook the seafood. This shit gonna go viral on YouTube. That's what I'm thinking, like mukbang with so and so, like, I'm trying not to say name, mukbang with so and so, like this is gonna be viral, this is gonna set me off. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so I give him my number, and he don't respond for a few hours. By this time it's nighttime, right? So I go to sleep, and he messaged me while I'm asleep. He texted me. He was like, this me. Oh, this is the part that y'all can't see because we're out of the DMs at this point. So now I have to really go off the bank. So y'all, after he asked me for my number in the DMs, he texted me, and all he said was 2 words: this me. And at that point, I knew who it was because the number was the LA number, but I know he lives in Atlanta, but I know he has like LA phones. Because again, I used to work at the real estate place where I had his information. But I never like took any of that paperwork or used any of that, like, nah. But he said this me, so I knew that was him. 2 words, because that's how rappers and stuff operate anyway. They're not finna do all that. So he said to me like, this me, my dumb ass sleep. Next morning I wake up pissed. I'm calling my friend like, girl, this nigga text me, I was asleep. I'm like, yo, I gotta give him a specific ringtone that ring loud as fuck. So that morning I go on my phone and I change his ringtone in my phone. His text tone and his ringtone is something totally different, something loud, so it can buzz me just in case I fall asleep. So That morning I texted him back, I'm like, sorry man, I was asleep, but yeah, let's do the video. He didn't text back all day. I'm like, damn, I missed my motherfucking chance to do the video because he texted me last night and I was knocked out. So, and I texted him back like throughout the day. I mean, I texted him back that morning. I was like, my bad, I was asleep, but he didn't respond. So I'm like, fuck man, I might have missed my chance to do the video. So that whole day I'm chilling, whatever, like just waiting on that, you know, waiting on that specific text tone. Never came through. So, get into bed that night, go to sleep. Sleep, y'all. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like 3 a.m. I'm asleep. That text, I mean, not the text, not a FaceTime, because he never called me on FaceTime, ever. He never called me on FaceTime. A call comes to my phone and it's him. Because again, y'all, I have his thing set up in my phone, like as a different, I have his stuff set up in my phone as a different, okay, yeah, he called me on May 15th, 2020 at 2:50 a.m. So it's like 3 in the morning. He got me at 2:50 a.m. and I was knocked the fuck out on May 15th, 2020. I answered the phone, I'm asleep too, y'all. I'm like, oh my gosh. I answered the phone. I'm like, hello? He like, where you at? I'm like, I'm at home. He like, get up, I'm about to come get you right now. Yeah. Flag on the blaze, 3 in the morning. He like, I'm about to come get you right now. I'm like, I'm asleep. He like, I don't care, get up, where you stay? I'm like, at the time, I'm like, I stay in Vinings. He like, oh, okay, that's not far, I live in Buckhead. I'm finna come get you. Like, I'm finna send a car to get you. I'm finna be on the way, get up right now. I'm like, it's 3 in the morning. We not finna do a YouTube video at 3 in the morning. Like, I gotta get the stuff, I gotta get the seafood, but you know, the mukbang. He like, this is what he said, y'all. Swear to God, hand on the Bible. This man was like, oh, we gonna make a movie. Oh, we finna make a movie, alright. At that moment, I knew what type of party it was. I already knew. I'm like, I just like kind of ignored what he said. I'm like, bro, we not finna make a movie. I mean, like, movie. I said, we not finna make a video right now. Like, I would have to get up, get dressed, get the camera, and like, get up. I'm like, I'm trying to steer it back, you know what I'm saying? YouTube, because he talking about another movie. So, he like, man, get up. I'm like, I got work in the morning. He was like, that don't matter, get some clothes and then come here and we'll get you to work tomorrow, whatever. Just get up, get clothes, get dressed. I got all that. I'm like, at this time, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I was on my period anyway, so I like, I can't even go. But I wasn't gonna do it anyway, but I was just like, I was trying to make up every excuse in the world, because I'm like, no. So I'm like, I gotta go to work. It's 3 in the morning. I'm just trying to do a YouTube video. He just kept begging. This is what, I swear to God, y'all, this is what he said next. He was like, man, I need you bad right now. You need what? He said, I need you bad right now. I'm like, listen, just call me tomorrow. Call me at like a decent time and we gonna, you know, link up, you know what I'm saying, to do the video. He like, he's still begging like, man. I'm like, come on, just call me tomorrow so we could, you know what I'm saying, talk at a decent time. Like, this ain't that time. And he like, all right. I'm like, okay. Yeah, at this moment I'm shook because, yeah, it's like at the moment, it's like, it's my favorite rapper. I'm trying to do a YouTube video, but at this point he's trying to do like something else, because you called me at 3 in the morning, you're trying to come get me and you telling me you need me bad. Like, I was like, whoa. So that was the second day that I talked to him. He called me at 3 in the morning. So then next day rolled around, I called my friend top of the morning, tell her everything this nigga said. She like, oh my God. We like, yo, buddy is tripping. Okay, so that's May 18th. Okay, yeah. So y'all, the last thing I said to him, I was like, just call me at a decent time. Like, you calling me at a crazy time, like, no. All right, after all the begging, all the I need you bads, the next day roll around. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Now I go get a wax just because I always keep up with my waxes, and I wasn't thinking nothing about him. I was just like, I gotta get a wax. On my way to my wax appointment, and I get a call. This call came in at 5:03 p.m. So this is in the afternoon. So I'm on ready to get my wax. He calls me. I'm like, hello. He like, where you at? I'm like, I didn't even tell him I was at a wax appointment, y'all. I was like, I'm at my appointment. And he was like, he heard the lady in the back talking to me, like, she told me, like, come on. He like, them folks hell, ain't they? I'm like, yeah, you know, with the mask and stuff, And he like, what are you doing, you know, afterwards? I was like, I'm finna go back home and chill. He was like, pull up on me. I'm like, okay, you know, I could do 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, like, that's good. I'm like, okay. But when he said pull up on me, y'all, I remember what he was saying last night. So I was telling him, I sat in my car too. I didn't go in my wax appointment. I was like, wait a minute. I told him, I was like, I'm not an escort. I'm not a hoe. I'm not a prostitute. I don't have sex for money. I don't do things for money. I'm not that type of girl. So, you know, if that's what you're looking for, it's like no reason for me to like come over and hang out with you and chill with you. And so he like, nah, I don't think of you nothing like that anyway. Nah, I'm not even on that with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm not on none of that. I don't look at you like that. It's not that. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, cool. I told him what I was know. I told him I'm not an escort. Y'all know, if you don't know what an escort is, they are the girls that rappers deal with, that sleep with them for money. A lot of these Instagram girls that you see are former escorts. Like, they start off as an escort, they have sex with rappers and athletes and NFL players for money, and then they get their BBL and then they pop and now they doing club hoes. That's what them hoes were. They were escorts. I'm telling him I'm not an escort, not a hoe, not a prostitute. I don't sleep with niggas for money. Like, I'm not on that type of time. Because again, the night before he was trying to, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, no, I don't look at you like that at all. It ain't even that, whatever. Just let me know when you're done with your appointment so we can link up. So I'm like, okay, cool. So go to my appointment, get done, call my best friend. I'm on the phone with Kim, screaming. I'm like, girl, I'm finna go to his house. I'm finna go chill with him. We finna go. Y'all, the YouTube shit was out of my brain at this point. I'm like, girl, I'm finna go over there. He just called me, but I told him I wasn't no escort, no none of that. So we ain't on that type of time. And he told me he don't look at me like that. So I'm finna go there. We ain't lit on the phone. I'm back home. I'm nervous. I'm shaking. I go home. I get in the bathtub. I do my makeup. I do my hair. So I text him. I'm like, I'm back from my appointment. Just send me the address so I can pull up. He like, all right. And then, y'all, this is when my heart dropped. This is when my heart fell in my ass, y'all. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead. He's like, he in Buckhead right now. He at the house in Buckhead. And I'm like, I'm asking, like, okay, send me the Addy, or, you know, so I can get over there. Because at first he was like super adamant about always like picking me up or having like a car pick me up or something. But like me, I'm like, I have my own car, I'm gonna drive my own car, because I never want to be in a situation where I'm stuck somewhere without my car. So I always like to take my car. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna drive. You're not picking me up, because y'all not gonna kick me out and make me look stupid. I got my own car. When I'm ready to go, I'm gonna dip like one boom, 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 boom. So this when my heart sunk into my fucking stomach. So I'm like, yeah, I'm all dressed, makeup on fleek, hair done, dress on, popping. Like, I'm finna go out to a 5-star dinner. I'm looking good. So I'm like, yeah, I'm done getting dressed. What's Addy? He like, you coming to play? My heart fell into my ass. He said, are you coming to play? After I just told you 2 hours ago on the phone, I'm not an escort, I'm not a hoe, I don't have sex for money, I'm not doing that, and you tell me you don't look at me like that. You ask me, am I coming to play? What the fuck do that mean? So at this point, Cause I'm mad, cause I'm dressed and shit already. I started spazzing on him. I'm like, I just told you I wasn't an escort, I wasn't a hoe, I'm not that type of girl. What do you mean am I coming to play? He like, so? He literally said S-O, so? I'm like, yeah, you one of them. So I didn't even pay him no more attention. Like, I'm like, okay. Yeah, so y'all, at that moment, I just knew I had my little lip gloss getting a little white. So I didn't even pay him no attention. I'm not finna keep arguing with him. You said so, all right, so. So, that was that day. The next day, he calls me again. The next day, I'm like, okay, fuck this nigga. I tell my friend what happened. Like, girl, yeah, he just looking for somebody, you know what I'm saying? Cause he just looking for somebody to have sex with at this point. Cause one minute you telling me you're not on that with me, you don't look at me that way. The next minute you like, are you coming to play? I'm gonna come get you at 3 o'clock in the morning. We about to make a movie. Like, it's not adding up. So I just left it alone. You said so after I told you, after I went off of him, like, I told you I'm not an escort, I told you I'm not a hoe, I told you I'm not having sex with you for money. You like, so? Okay, I'm not responding to you. The next day, I'm chilling in the bathtub, and I don't have the time on this one because I didn't screenshot it all the way, but I'm chilling in the bathtub. It's like 8 o'clock. And I hear a ding ding, because that's a text tone I have for him, like the double one. Dun, dun. And it's him, and he's like, where you at? Boy, I just went off on you yesterday for the same shit. I'm like, you know where I'm at. I'm at home. He didn't respond. Some weird shit. Maybe something came up. I don't know. He just was like, where you at? And I'm like, you know where I'm at. I'm at home. He didn't say nothing else. The next day roll around. Y'all, it's like 5 whole days. We talk to him every day. But it's like bullshit, everything I'm telling you. So the next day, I'm at home, I'm laying in the bed. I'm not asleep because it's not like 2 in the morning, but it was like maybe like 10 o'clock at night. He calls me, and I can tell he in the car with his friends. Sound like them niggas on the highway, because it's like I could hear it like fast going. And he like, man, why you going off? Why you doing all this? I'm like, I told you the other day, I'm not a whore, I'm not an escort. Like, I'm not an escort, I'm not a hoe, I'm not that girl that's gonna be doing that with. So I don't understand why you felt the need to try me yesterday when you talking about am I coming to play. I'm like, that don't make sense. For 1 minute you telling me you don't look at me like that, and then the next minute you're asking me for sex. And he like, you think that's all I want? You think that's all I want out of you? And I'm like, yeah, that's what you're asking for. Like, when I was supposed to come over there and just chill with you, you switched up and was like, are you coming to play? Like, at this point, y'all, I'm just going off on him, like my whole frustration. And he like, I told you I don't look at you like that, but I do want to have sex, but that's not like all I'm looking for, da 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 da. That's not all I see in you, da 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 da. And he like, I'm gonna come get you, but like his friends in the background making a lot of noise. Like, I swear it's like they in the car racing on the highway or something. And he was like, I'm gonna call you as soon as I get home, okay? But we was like kind of like going back and forth. Like, I'm like, you looking at me this way? He like, no, I'm not looking at you that way. You know, sex is a part of, you know, us being adults, but that's not all I want, da 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 da. And I'm like, nah. He like, but he's like, I'm gonna call you as soon as I get home, okay? Answer the phone, okay? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Did he call me when he got home? No. That was the last time I talked to him. He did sound genuine in that last call. Like, no, I wasn't trying to come off like that, but y'all know. And he's like, I'm gonna call you when I get home, okay? I'm like, yeah. But when he got home, he called me. That was the last time I talked to him. So I talked to him probably like 5 times on the phone, and then throughout texts every day for 5 days. That was crazy. I still listen to his music. Oh, and then when he dropped his album, I messaged him and was like, it was like months and months later, like he dropped the album. And I was like, about time you dropped the damn album. And he just liked the message. But by this time, he had already put out an interview saying that he have a girl or something. And I was like, that's really funny. But it is what it is. I still love his music, still listen to his music. He's still, you know, one of the top in the A. It is what it is, but it's happened long ago. Like, this is May 2020, so it's like almost a year and a half ago. Still listen to his music, still cool, still rocking with him, but that's just what happened. maybe we'll get the mukbang one day, but I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Let me know, and please, y'all, please don't comment nobody's names or who you think it is, because I'm just gonna delete it. Because again, this story time took place from like May 15, 2020 to like May 20th, 2020, or May 18, 2020 to like May 23rd, 2020, something like that. So yeah, if y'all comment names, just gonna delete them. If you have like an idea of who you think it is, just leave it in your head, okay? Because we're not even gonna, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what happened. And I'm glad I'm cute enough for these people to respond quick, because after that I started sliding in more DMs to get them the little YouTube mukbang from other people, and people was responding. So they let me know I'm a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch. But y'all, I gotta go check on my Instacart because it said it was delivered and ain't nobody came to my door. So shorty's still in food. All right, you guys, I love you guys. Now thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video.